When I was a hospitality management student, I could see my career go a number of different ways. But there was definitely one way I could never imagine myself building my career in, and that's in the technology side of hospitality. I didn't start the hospitality management studies because I wanted to sit behind a desk and be a programmer. I started hospitality management because I wanted to work with people. I wanted to have a personal interaction and I wanted to create experiences for them. So of course I didn't see myself working in the technology sector of the hospitality industry. However, now, 5 years after graduation, now I understand how careers work in the hospitality industry and how the technology sector is an important element of the industry and what kind of jobs there are in that sector as well. Because working in a technology company in the hospitality industry doesn't mean you need to be a programmer. You could be so many other things. And this week's video is going to reveal to you just that. Career options and jobs in the technology sector of the hospitality industry. This is part of a series of hospitality industry careers where I reveal secret jobs and career opportunities in 11 hospitality industry sectors. Check out this playlist if you want to learn more about the hospitality industry sectors that I've already covered, such as hotels, restaurants, tourism. My name is Maria and I am your savvy hotelier, helping hospitality management students and graduates succeed in their careers. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss this series and lots of other content coming to you once a week, helping you create a hospitality industry career that you want. I would appreciate it if you could hit that like button so that more people can discover this series and my channel and discover actually helpful career advice in the hospitality industry. And if you need some help trying to figure out your next steps in your studies or your career as a hospitality management student, head over to Instagram at savvyhotelier and send me a DM and I will be so happy to help you answer some of your questions. Before we dive in, let me give you a brief overview of what we're going to cover. First of all, I'm going to help you understand what kind of jobs there are in companies that are in the hospitality technology sector. Then I'm going to talk a bit about technology trends and how to understand those trends to see career opportunities for yourself. And then I'm going to give you some examples of entry-level jobs in these companies that you can pursue to give yourself a head start. Let's start with the first one. What kind of jobs are there in the hospitality technology companies? Let's look at a theoretical company. It could be doing anything. It could be running reservation systems, meeting booking systems. It could be the hotel guest communication system. Imagine a company like that. Any one of them will do. This company would have a number of departments that they must have. HR, legal, marketing, product management, IT, customer service, office management, and a couple of other departments depending on the size of the company. Some of these departments will have a number of different teams. For example, HR has recruitment, training, as well as admin side of HR. In marketing, there is brand management, there is marketing and communications and campaigns, and there is of course partnerships and loyalty as well. In the product development team, there will be a number of people that are actually programmers and run the IT systems and make sure that the actual reservation system itself runs and operates. But on the other hand, there are project managers within that team that make sure that new tools are implemented and that the project itself, the new idea and the system, gets taken from A to B to C. So they are just project managers, they're not IT specialists per se. Within IT, of course, there's people who are, again, specialists in IT, but then there's also kind of internal customer service for the employees, fixing their computers, mobile phones, and so on. In the customer service department, there's, of course, the usual interactions with the customers that have questions, the Q&A. But then, of course, there's also the technical side of this tech support, that when things actually go wrong and someone needs to help and address it, then the hotel would call these particular team and ask them questions and address how to fix the errors and bugs that are going on. As you can see, only some of these departments require specific skills that you as a hospitality management student wouldn't have. We have obviously the programmers itself and of course the legal department. All the other departments have jobs that you could be doing as a hospitality management student and graduate in HR, marketing, product management and customer service. So stop viewing your career post-graduation as only someone who is capable of working in hotels and restaurants, events, or other operational sides of the hospitality industry. Think bigger. You can do so much more, and there are so many more opportunities that are available to you. These technology companies are great employers, so do not overlook them when thinking about your future career options. So how do you find these technology companies to work for? You know TripAdvisor, you know Booking.com, you know Expedia. All of these are really big brands, an example of such technology companies. These companies do not own and operate hotels or restaurants. They are facilitators for people to book and go stay in hotels and restaurants. However, they do not own them themselves. So they are technology companies, they are marketing communication companies. But yet you think of them as part of the hospitality industry, don't you? So look them up and find similar smaller companies to work for if that's what you're interested in, or that is more specific to your location as well. And of course, the best way to discover these companies and jobs is going through LinkedIn and following the companies and discovering what kind of jobs people have. So now let's take a quick look at technology trends and how to see those trends as your career opportunities. If you're anything like me, you joined the hospitality industry because you wanted to work with people, because you wanted to deliver amazing experiences to people and make their evenings, their days and their holidays special. Because you're passionate about that, you're passionate about creating experiences. You're not passionate about technology. But technology has become an essential part of the hospitality industry, and there's a lot of career opportunities there. And the truth about technology is that it does not create itself. There are people who create the new systems, who install the new systems, who make them work, who fix them when they don't work, and who develop new innovative ideas to improve the customer experience through technology in hotels, restaurants, events, and any other sector of the hospitality industry. With more hotels implementing mobile technologies, AI, robots, holograms, and all sorts of fancy technology things, there are still people who create them. They need to be created, they need to be implemented, they need to be tested, and they also need to be consistently improved and developed. So there's people who do that. Creating Alibaba's fully automated hotel in China that requires your mobile phone and face for check-in is a lot of work. But then it cannot do everything itself. Even though a lot of the work that's typically done by people in that hotel has been automated, there's still instances where people need to step in, fix issues, address circumstances, and make sure the hotel still runs smoothly. Machines and robots can only do so much. Now, the best way to see career opportunities in the technology sector of the hospitality industry is to follow the trends, and understand their impact on the hospitality industry and the sector that you're working in, whether that's hotels, restaurants, events, weddings, or anything else. Once you're starting to get a hang of how it works, look at your own skills, your interests, and your passions. What would you like to do? Then you also need to ask yourself, is that the kind of company you want to work for? Do you want to change your lifestyle? If you, for example, come from a hotel operations background, working for a technology company in an office will be very, very different lifestyle. You'll be working different hours, you'll be having a different kinds of schedule. So if that's what you want, you now need to just understand how you can bring your value and skill from the hotel operations to that technology company. So make sure you do some research on what companies are available in your location or your desired location. And don't forget to think bigger, because obviously all of the departments that previously mentioned in the beginning of this video exist in every single company. And depending on the size of the company, there is a lot of layers and a lot of complexity. There's lots of people that work in the marketing teams. There's lots of people that work in HR teams. Customer service isn't always just about sitting on the phone and answering questions. There's a lot more to it, and you can always find a career progression from there. Just because you're a customer service agent now doesn't mean you always have to be. So this takes us smoothly on to the next point. Let's discover a couple of entry-level roles that you can have as a hospitality management student and graduate. But being a customer service agent in a tech company is a little bit different from being a customer service agent at a hotel. It's not the same expertise and knowledge that is required. You still obviously are required to have that personal connection and build those relationships with the people you're speaking with. However, you also need to understand the technical side of the product that you're working with. You need to understand the systems, and you need to be able to speak about them in a simple way. You can progress your career opportunities from customer service agent to either being a senior team member, team leader, or even a manager within the team, or you can become an analyst of some sort, depending on how the company is structured and what kind of roles they've got. But there are always people who analyze certain data and behaviors of the customers that help feed marketing and business decisions. So being an analyst is a really cool opportunity in understanding how things really work behind the scenes. You don't have to be a tech nerd to be able to be a tech support in a company. First of all, you have to have communication skills and customer service skills. And you need to understand how technology works and how certain applications work. So if you better Apple and Microsoft products, you could be working with that. And you just need to be able to explain these to people and help them solve their problems. While you do that, while you perfect your customer service skills and help the employees with their tech problems, you could be thinking about what is that you like to do more. What's your next steps? Because you already have your foot in the door and you're connecting with a lot of people throughout the day. So you can build a lot of connections and build a lot of relationships with the people. And one day they could help you find an interesting role. And of course, do not forget to think bigger. There's a lot more to what's going on in hospitality and that makes it work than meets the eye. You're not just anything anymore. You're not just a waiter. You're not just a hotel agent. You are so much more. There's so much more to what you do, and there's a lot of value in what you do. You have a lot of transferable skills and you can do a lot more with it in your long-term career path. Because building a career path and a vision is the most important thing for you right now as a student and graduate in the hospitality industry. Because there's no way you can have it all figured out. We all thought 2020 was going to be the best year ever. Yet here we are. And obviously, who knows what will happen in the next 3-4 years. And with this in mind, I'm going to help you understand how to build that career vision, career path that is not doomed to fail. Because if you create a linear, step-by-step career plan, they're practically designed to fail, like everything else that doesn't have any room for error, any room for change and opportunities to come up. So make sure you subscribe so you do not miss that video. Meanwhile, be a savvy hotelier and I'll see you next week.